Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Can't tech the throw. Heading into the end game now. Will this Super Art connect? Pulls them in, looking to drill him. Both fighters planning something? Player one just put themselves on equal love tap to close it. Player two missed up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Who's going to start things off? Bops him with a target combo. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Player two will want to take advantage of their drive rush to keep it going. Knockdown. Springs forward with the drive rush. Side switch in the corner. Still scrapping for control of the space. Gets scooped from down low. Big throws. They return to center stage. Headbutt. They must have a game plan here with a critical art on deck, but executing that plan is the key. So, what's next? Jumps? Tries to make something happen with an overdrive art. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Both fighters planning something? Player two, wall splat into the guard break. Back to the corner. Are we gonna play Impact Peekaboo? Closes it out. Last round, both fighters gotta go all in from this point. The last round, it's now or never. Both fighters are raring to go. Heavy punch sends them flying. Still slugging it out at this range. Target locked and scoop. Big opportunity now in this corner. Ooh, this is gonna hurt. Clutch anti-air. Forward rush. The throw is denied. Checks with a sandblast. Links it. There's a burnout. Player two is in a very good spot now. Oh my God, Raw Super! Back to the corner. Are we gonna play Impact Peekaboo? It is over! Get that bank account ready because that fight was...
comes a new challenger.
Y'all better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business.
Player one.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Blocks the jump in. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Player one has them legit shook in the corner. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Taking stock. Handily escapes the throw. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing KO. Player one sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? The jump in is denied. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Still scrapping for control of the space. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Manages to block the jump in attack. Player two is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Good awareness on the cross-up. takes the opponent out of the air, decides to go fancy on that jump in, and takes care of it with a perfect parry. Big opportunity coming. Both fighters planning something? They've got links it! Life lead is there, but still, burnout activates. Player one will look to this is gonna hurt. Taking chunks out of each other here. Oh boy, both running in, crowns them from above. Will this super art do anything? Chips them for the win. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Utilizes the parry here to try and establish the pace. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? There's a corner switch. Blocks the jump in. Cross up block. They are not afraid to let the overdrive art fly, even when their drive gauge isn't topped off. Player two in that dangerous burnout state. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Player two doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. No more drive gauge. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. All right, what's coming up next? Looking for a chance. Barely blocks the jump in. Blocks the low heavy. Blocks the kick hits. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Burns the drive gauge. The jump in is denied. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Jumps in. Player two is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Blocks the low heavy, and their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? A quick breather. Jumps, barely blocks the jump in. A drive impact could end it all here. Gets carried to the corner. Connects with the throw. This may be it. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Oh my God, what that blocks the low kick. What are they gonna do? In attack, willing to risk it for the overdrive. Sticks out a kick. Here comes the doesn't set the throw. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Hits the drive. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on this rising uppercut. Jumps. This is gonna hurt. Plenty of health. Turns out. Are we turning it right up with a super? Still alive? Still alive? What? That was enough to kill? Yo, that read was godlike. Player one is...
A new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Blocks the jump in. Stands firm and blocks the drive in. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. Strings it all together. somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. All right, What's springs forward with the drive rush. Player one is gonna brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink in there? Player two
Player
picks
one.
up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Jumps in. Player two springs forward with the drive rush. Big throws. Drive rush to keep it going. Going in. Awesome. The impact doesn't do anything. You've got to be mindful of region jump-ins at this range. The engagement here will have a huge effect on the rest of the match. Both fighters planning something? Player one will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Just goes for it at this range. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. What'll happen here? Could we see a drive impact here? Oh no, they're stunned. Player one can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. They got critical art now. A clean KO. Nice meter awareness. Flatline zone.
Player one.
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Who will come out on top in this final round? Jumps in. Still plenty of time left. Still slugging it out at the looking to plan him with a pile driver. Player two needs to take advantage of this. Is gonna hurt. Oh, they switch sides. Maeve goes all in with the uppercut. That corner is starting to look scary. Turns out they put this and lead to some big damage. Noticeable life lead is a comeback to raw super art incoming. Damn! Just look at the damage. Okay, here, solid anti-air. Dangerous range here. Back to the corner. Are we gonna play impact peekaboo? They're dizzied. The buffet is open. We're so close to the end of the round that if they were sitting on their meter for this super art. Here's the with the Player one has got to be feeling
Player
good
one.
getting the win out of that absolute carnage. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Sneaks in above. Throws him. What's next? Goes for a drive rush. They're looking to keep on the offensive for as long as possible. Parries the attack and, taking stock. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Reads them. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player one is in burnout. Drives off the table. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Goes for the super art? All right, what's coming up next? KO. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. A brave forward jump there to start. Grabs them. Player two has the life advantage. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Dashes forward. Near empty burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player two has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Rising uppercut. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Player one got him up against the wall and the stun is there. Experiencing burnout. Player two is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their drive. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Player one can't afford mistakes overhead, but it won't work. What are they gonna do? Clutch, anti-air. Back, critical art now? Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's it gonna be? Links it! Burnout, but they may have a plan here. What's next? Even a flinch, what a finish! Woo! I dare you to find me a better match than that.
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Player 2.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Definitely shuts out the jumper. Still slugging it out here. No go for the throw. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Limited resources at hand right now. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. I can't keep KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Decides to buff up while they can. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. They quick goes for the level 1 super. How's this rep? Charges forward. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Jumps up. Genius read. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Butt smash. Will we see a drive impact? Side switch in the corner. A quick breather. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Show of force. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 needs to links it. Knockdown. Oh, burnout triggered. They've got the meter for a drive. Big time win. Burnout, but they may have a plan here. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Sits him down with a super. Now that's how you take a round. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Holds out with the block. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. All right. Nice, perfect parry there. What'll they do next? This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. From up above. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Capitalizes on every mistake and picks up the perfect KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Did well to get the buff in there. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Will we see a drive impact? Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Knockdown, burnout! It set the tempo of the match to change. Going for the conclusive kill with that super. What a move! Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
Here comes a new challenger. You must crush them.
Give me that drama, give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time.
Player one.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Blocks the jump in. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Trips them up. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Combo with the target combo. Player 2 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Takes a trip. Life lead will block KO. Player 1 takes a round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They were anticipating that super art. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Oh, whiffs the throw. Sandblast. Grabs and throws them away. Both fighters planning something? Medium kick hit. Oh, they're in the corner now. Ooh, the opponent thought they had the high hand with that air attack, but they're about to get crushed. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Looking for a chance. Sees the overhead coming. They're going for the super art? Just goes for it at this range. Will we see a drive impact? Life lead is there, but still anyone drops them from the air. The jump in is denied. Overhead attack. Oh my God, what? Oh, banks it on the fireball. Player 1 brings it home.
Player 1.
Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Time to get down to business. The first round starts now. Can't tech the throw. Uses a drive parry against the attack. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Player 1 with the life lead. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Gets a chance with that jump in. All right. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Box him with a target combo. Sticks the combo. Will we see a drive impact? Oh God, this is tense. Player 1 in there. Player 1 picks up the always
Player
important
1.
first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Sneaks in above. Big throws. Opts to continue the attack with the drive. Will we see a drive impact? Goes for the burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Their life is it's a good spot to use the super. Oh, no question whether this super art is going to kill or not. Taking no prisoners. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins match.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable
Player
of.
1.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Deftly shuts out the jumper. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. A big drive gauge disparity has opened up, and it wouldn't surprise me if they try to open that gap further. life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. No more drive gauge. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. The kick hits! Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. The jump in catches them. Player one has a slight life lead. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? They're going for the super art? Vulcan Blast! Medium experiencing burnout. A quick breather, looking for a chance. Blocks the impact. Jumps up, uses the gauge for a super art. They exchange blows. Are they going to be able to come back and stack Blake's in? Are we going to see a comeback here? Could we see a drive burnout, but they may have a plan here. A lot of pressure building up here. Here comes the corner pressure. With flatlines on. Player one was an absolute beast.
Player one.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Brushes off the impact. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Player two with the life lead. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. The cross-up connects. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Solid combo. A little too greedy there. In a dire situation, looking to impress with this super. Going in. Hold your breath. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do the low heavy connected. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Pokes with a medium kick. Goes for the jump in. They quickly get backed into the corner of the stage. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. What up drive rush to keep it going. Adamant flame. Doesn't miss a beat. Links it. Ooh, what a smart blow. Player two, there's a burnout. Tops off the tank and scores the win. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? A jump in? They quickly get backed into the corner of the stage. Crowns them from above. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Both forward rush. Player one is on the brink of disaster. What are they gonna do? Betting it all on the drive rush. Catch them all in with the rush. Hit them with the extra high. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. There's a burnout. Player two with the rhythm, owning that, knew the throw was coming. Player two can't let this simmer. They gotta stop Links in. No hesitation or regret. Hits them with that hit SFW. Perfect damage calculation, no doubt about it. Player one is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.